trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning, everyone. Sunday, January 3rd, and it's time for the daily reflection. You know what sucks about getting older? Getting older. It's like you breathe the wrong way and then your shoulder's out. Just what's weird crap, man. I don't know. But if that's the worst of my problems today, then I'll take them. I'll take them, right? Considering how life used to be, man. Life used to be just chaos. It was a life filled with running around thinking I was having fun, but actually just rampaging through other people's lives and destroying them. I found out that wasn't very much fun anymore, or at all. Not the way that people were being treated. So, let's get to today's daily reflection. January 3rd. My addiction is threefold, that it affects me physically, mentally, and spiritually. I'm going to let you guys know it's fourfold and add on emotionally. Let's go. Let's add that on there. Okay, so my addiction is fourfold in that it affects me physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Mentally and emotionally are two different things. People tend to put them together, but they are not. They're very separate things. I was totally out of touch, not only with myself, but with reality. I had no clue as to what was going on, as to what I was doing in my life. I had no clear-cut plans, goals, anything in my life. The only thing in my life that counted for shit was drinking, and that was it. I don't even know how I made it. I to this day cannot figure how the fuck I did that and didn't manage to kill myself for being on the streets the whole time. I'm surprised I wasn't homeless the whole time I was drinking. But with reality, I was totally out of touch, not only with myself, but with reality. Day after miserable day, like a caged animal on a treadmill, I repeated my self-destructive pattern of living. Have I begun to break away from my old ideas? Just for today, can I adjust myself to what is rather than try to adjust everything to my own desires? So being in today and what's going on right now. Just for today, can I adjust myself to what is rather than trying to adjust myself and rather than try to adjust everything to my own desires? We of Alcoholics Anonymous know thousands of men and women who were once just as hopeless as Bill. Nearly all have recovered. They have solved the drink problem. That word recovered's there, guys. It just makes me want to talk about it. We are average Americans, all sections of this country, and many of his occupations are represented, as well as many political, economic, social, and religious backgrounds. We're people who normally would not mix, but there exists among us a fellowship, a friendliness, and an understanding which is indescribably wonderful. We are like the passengers of a great liner the moment after rescue from shipwreck, when camaraderie, joyousness, and democracy pervade the vessel from steerage to captain and stable. Unlike the feelings of our ship's passengers, however, our joy and escape from disaster does not subside as we go our individual ways. The feeling of having shared a common peril is one element for the powerful cement which binds us, but that in and of itself would never have held us together as we are now joined. Okay, we are people in AA, or people in recovery, man. We are people that usually would not mix, but because we have gone through a common peril and a problem, and and we've done some of the same things. We kind of have a bond with each other. We kind of have an automatic bond with these people. The tremendous fact for every one of us is that we have discovered a common solution. Okay, they're talking about the 100 people that wrote the book. We have a way out on which we can absolutely agree upon, which we can join in brotherly and harmonious action. That would be the 12 steps. That's what we agree on. This is the great news this book carries for those who suffer from alcoholism. An illness of a sort, and we have come to believe an illness, involves those about us in a way no other human sickness can. If a person has cancer, all are sorry for him and no one is angry or hurt. But not so with the alcoholic illness, for with it it goes annihilation of all things worthwhile in life. It engulfs all whose life it touches, the sufferers. It brings misunderstanding, fierce resentment, financial insecurity, disgusted friends and employers, warped lives of blameless children and wives and parents. Anyone can increase the list. We hope this volume will inform and comfort those who are or who may be affected. There are many. Highly competent psychiatrists who have dealt with us have found it sometimes impossible to persuade an alcoholic to discuss his situation without reserve. Strangely enough, wives, parents, and intimate friends usually find us even more unapproachable than do the psychiatrist and the doctor. Okay. I would have rather talked to a doctor or a psychiatrist about my alcoholism than, let's say, my mother or my wife or my stepfather. No way I would have talked to my stepdad while I was drinking. Nope. Well, know why? Because they can fucking see right through me. Because they know better. A doctor be able to warp his mind easy, man. That's easy stuff, right? To us. A little bit harder when we have to do it with our family members, so we push them away so we don't have to discuss it. But the ex-problem drinker who has found the solution, who is properly armed with the facts about himself, can generally win the entire confidence of another alcoholic in a few hours. Until such an understanding is reached, little or nothing can be accomplished. I pray that I may not be caught up again in the downward destructive spiral which removed me from myself and from my realities of the world around me. I pray that I may adjust to people and situations as they are, instead of always trying unnecessarily and with endless frustration to bend them to their own desires. Today I will remember I can only change myself. So I pray that I may adjust to the people and situations, right? So that's the great thing about this, is if we are working on ourselves, then we can see that even in those situations, we can place ourselves in a position of neutrality, so that we can think about these things a little bit better, maybe not be as over emotional about it. And then, of course, about the only thing that we can change is ourselves. Unless somebody else is willing to change, not much we can do about it. So, all right, guys, that's going to be it for today. I'll be back tomorrow for the daily reflection. I hope you all have a great day. Love y'all. Peace out and have a day. Bye, guys.